If your refrigerator coils look dusty like this, it could be costing you money. So let me show you the best way to clean that up. The first thing we need to do is locate where the coils are on our fridge. Now, most commonly, you can find them in the back. Sometimes they're underneath or maybe even in the front, but don't worry, I'm gonna walk you through in this video how to clean all types. Now, I do know that the coils on this fridge are towards the back, so we're gonna have to move it out to get access to them. And this can be a little bit of a challenge. Now, the nice thing is most refrigerators do have little wheels on the bottom. So once you get it started, they roll a little bit easier, but I will say you wanna make sure to protect the floor. So either put a towel down or get some plastic sliders so that way you're not gonna cause any damage or scratches. And the other thing I always like to mention is don't hurt yourself. Sometimes it can be best to get a cleaning partner to help you with this part of the job. Before we start doing any cleaning, it's always a good idea to unplug the refrigerator. Then what we're gonna do is locate the back panel here. It's towards the bottom on the fridge. And we're gonna remove all the screws there so we can get access to the coils themselves. Now, one quick pro tip, and take it from me, a guy who has lost so many screws over the years. Once you take your screws off, put them in a safe place so you don't lose them. The next step is to remove all the dust and debris from the coils. Now, to do this, I like to start with a vacuum. You can just use the vacuum you have at home with a brush attachment, or if you do have a shop vac like this one here, these can do a really good job just because they give you a little more power to suck everything out. Now, what I like to do is start with the brush attachment and very gently go back and forth and remove as much of that first layer of dust and debris from the coils as I can. But I will say, don't push too hard on the coils here. Don't get really aggressive with the scrubbing of the brush because we don't want to cause any damage or break anything. Now, usually once you're done with that first vacuum, you're still gonna have some buildup on the coils. Don't worry, this is super normal, unless you have like an extremely powerful vacuum. But many times what happens is that dust kind of gets damp over time and just really likes to stick to the surface. So what you need to do is actually scrub it off of the coils. Now, what I like to recommend is using a dryer vent brush. These work amazing. What I really like about these is they're bendable, and so that way you can get into all those nooks and crannies. And usually they're not super aggressive either. They're pretty soft, so that way they can easily brush that dirt that's stuck to the surface there, so then you can vacuum it up. And a quick pro tip is always make sure to have your shop vac or vacuum nearby just running, so that way it can continue to suck all that dust out of there and it doesn't end up anywhere else. In addition to the vent brush, there are a few other tools I like to have handy by my side when I'm doing this job just because you're never quite sure what you need. One of them is just a simple soft bristle brush like this one here, or even a toothbrush works great to get in kind of those nooks and crannies where the vent brush can't quite reach. Now, another one is a microfiber towel, and if you've watched the channel before, you know I absolutely love these things. The microfiber is designed to lift and pull off dust from the surface and easily remove it from the area. Now, if you need to upgrade your microfiber towels, definitely check out my Clean That Up ones. They're my favorite and they work great. I have everything linked down below. Another tool that can come in super handy is a flexible vacuum attachment, and what's nice about these is they're universal, so they can fit on any vacuum, and the flexible tube helps you get into those areas that you can't quite reach with your other vacuum attachments. And I really like that you can even use this on things like your dryer vent to keep those areas nice and clean. Now, the last tool I always have in my kit as well is a Swiffer duster. This just helps me get into anything else I can't reach with the other tools. Because this is such a tight space, this job can be a little tricky, but you just want to make sure to clean the dust layer by layer. And many times you'll be switching between your tools back and forth just to reach all of those spaces there. And sometimes you might even get an area clean and think it's good, and then you dust the other side of the coil and you'll push even more dust out. So just be flexible here and stick with it, you got it. Now, you might be wondering, Brandon, is this job really all that important to do? I mean, it's behind the fridge, no one's ever gonna see the dust, but the reason you wanna do this is when the coils get full of dust and debris, it essentially creates like a dust sweater around them and holds heat in place, so then your refrigerator has to work so much harder to stay cold. Now, a nice clean coil is gonna easily dissipate all of that heat, and then your compressor won't have to run as often or as long, so then your refrigerator runs more efficient, stays cold, and ultimately saves you money. But what if your coils are at the front of your refrigerator? Now, usually to get to these, there's a panel along the bottom of the front, and what you wanna do is remove that. Usually it's 2 screws or even pressure fit where you can pop it out super easy and then use the same exact process that we used for the back side of the coils. Just that vent brush does a really good job to loosen up all that dirt. But I will say sometimes I like to use a handheld vac with smaller attachments just because it's a pretty tight space, so that way I can get that in there and completely remove as much dust and debris as possible. Now, whether your coils are in the front or back of the machine, once everything is nice and clean, before you put the panels back in place, make sure to give them a really good vacuum. Dust and debris will build up on these as well, especially pet hair. And if you put them back on super dirty, unfortunately, that's just gonna get sucked back into the coils and make it get dirty faster. So don't forget to clean these and then pop them back in place. If you did pull your fridge out, I also like to take a couple minutes and just clean the floor before we put it back in place. And there you have it. Now your refrigerator will be working much better and your coils are nice and clean. Thanks so much for watching as always, and if you're new here, consider subscribing and smash that like button. I also need to give a huge shout out to all the Clean Squad members over on Patreon and here on YouTube memberships. Thank you so much for your continued support of the channel, and I say this all the time, but it's true, we could not make these videos without your help. Now, if you want to join the Clean Squad and get your name credited down below, along with a ton of other stuff, all you gotta do is check out the Patreon down in the description or click the join button here on YouTube memberships. And as I always say, I'll see ya on the next Clean.